Canelo's the only one out there for the last decade consistently fighting the very best, consistently going out there and seeking and taking every big challenge. He has fought the tough guys when nobody wanted him to fight them.
I think at this moment in time, he is the face of boxing.
You know, Canelo's a beast, you know what I'm saying? He'll ox.
When you hear the name Canelo Alvarez, you think knockouts, rivalries, pound-for-pound dominance.
Tricky style.
Drops a beer bomb! A big shot landed!
But behind the big moments, there's another story. A side of his career that even hardcore fans sometimes overlook.
This is what makes Canelo Alvarez so special, the fact that he wants to bite off more than he can chew, and people still won't give this man credit for it. This is a superstar, and we're witnessing greatness.
It's in these quiet, technical masterclasses fights that didn't end in highlight reel chaos, where Canelo's true genius hides.
Kovalev's not even committing to the...
There it is! Kovalev's hurt! Kovalev's down! Kovalev's out! It's over!
Fights where he outthought, outmaneuvered, and outclassed world-level opposition with surgical precision.
Might be ready to go! And he's gone! Canelo!
Today, we're bringing those performances back into the light. The underrated tactical triumphs that reveal the complete craftsman behind the myth.
To keep Canelo Álvarez at bay. Does he have that stick? Down body shot. One body shot, and he takes a knee.
For all the talk about power, Canelo's career is really built on strategy.
He's one of those guys that, like, you know, some guys just have power, right? Great clip of him working with Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is not for speed, this is just power, just power. And you see him just, hey, boom, hey, boom.
At his best, he dictates every inch of the ring.
Never gonna give up.
But his legs are not there. This time, I don't think he's getting up.
Controlling not just where the fight happens, but when exchanges happen and on what terms.
To get the better of Cintrone, and he's gotten the best of him totally.
Some of these fights weren't barn burners. But if you strip boxing down to its essence, hitting without being hit, these are the nights where Canelo Alvarez showed exactly why he's one of the most complete fighters of the modern era. May 4th, 2019, Canelo enters against Daniel Jacobs, a big, slick, athletic middleweight with power in both hands.
When we actually in there, he's gonna see the size difference, he's gonna see the speed and the athleticism. That might pose a different threat for him, and he might change his game plan.
They'll be saying that there's a new middleweight king of the division, and his name is Daniel Jacobs from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York.
The storyline? Could Canelo solve a mobile, rangy fighter who wouldn't just stand and trade? From round one, the answer was yes, emphatically.
It's Canelo, though, with a hard right hand as he backs Jacobs up into the ropes.
Canelo constantly positioned himself just outside Jacobs' jab range, forcing him to reset and throw from disadvantageous angles.
You see the other jab, lots of jabs, nothing landed. However, Canelo is moving and not punching.
Made Jacobs miss by millimeters, then eat counters before recovering.
Moving forward and landing. He has his hands full.
Those are the power jabs that he landed against Golovkin.
Canelo didn't waste energy. Every shot was calculated. Short right hands inside Jacobs' guard, jabs to disrupt rhythm, and precise body shots to sap mobility.
Holding on.
I rarely see Sergio. Good hook to the head and a right hand from Canelo.
On paper, it's a 7-5 type fight. In reality, it was Canelo controlling the terms of engagement, making a dangerous, versatile opponent look hesitant.
Canelo Álvarez!
I'm very happy, I'm very content because everything came out the way we worked hard for. And we always knew going into the fight that Jacobs was going to be difficult, strong, but that's what we prepared for. And I'm very happy to add another belt, another title to my books, to my history, and we're going to continue working and continue winning titles and continue making history.
Fast forward to May 8th, 2021. Billy Joe Saunders, unbeaten, elusive, and southpaw, the kind of fighter Canelo's critics once claimed he'd struggle with.
Billy Joe Saunders is the best that the super middleweight division has to offer. Canelo is walking right into it.
And this is a great fight. This is the toughest fight for Canelo Alvarez in the super middleweight division by far.
You know, the style of Billy Joe Saunders, confidence of Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe Saunders looked unbeatable against Lemieux and had called Canelo out multiple times he got his chance.
Well, listen, everyone wants Canelo, didn't they? So, listen, hopefully, I hope Smith beats him. Fair play to him for getting the fight. I wish him all the best, and I hope as a fellow Brit he does it. But, you know, if not, then that's the fight in the new year one.
Canelo's footwork here was textbook, never chasing, always angling. By round 5, Saunders had fewer and fewer escape lanes.
The distance and landing some good shots. He's a little relentless. He doesn't throw the punches that are free.
Canelo didn't overextend. He chipped away, jabs to the chest, hooks to the body, forcing Saunders to open up.
Canelo said it's going to take me a while to fit on the chin. Saunders shook it off.
More than any opponent I've seen since Gennady Golovkin. He's throwing combinations.
That uppercut in round 8 wasn't luck. For 20-plus minutes, Canelo had conditioned Saunders to expect hooks and straight rights.
66, Canelo. He's only 2 rounds old. Saunders took an awkward step back, and now he's holding on.
When he dipped inside, Saunders' guard shifted just enough for the right uppercut to land flush, instantly closing the show.
Here at AT&T Stadium, he breaks down opponents and makes them weary of the shots that are coming their way. They have stopped the fights. It is over. Canelo gets the knockout win.
It was billed as a style clash. Instead, it became a clinic in breaking down a mobile opponent without reckless pressure.
November 6th, you will hear the words, and the new undisputed super middleweight, and still undefeated. That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit.
Yeah? Well, keep laughing. You keep laughing, mother. You know when you gonna find out?
Okay,
And you know find out the same time everybody else found out. And you know when that was? You know when they found out? When it was too late. That's when they found out. And that's exactly when you're gonna find out. Mark my words.
6 months later, November 6th, 2021, the final piece of the undisputed super middleweight crown. Caleb Plant, tall, sharp jab, defensive awareness, and an unbeaten record.
For me, he crossed the line, and that's why I push him.
You warned him, you said, look, I'm gonna break your jaw. And I guess Caleb Plant told the media now he needs to prove that to me in the ring. What do you say to that?
And I will, soon.
This fight is one of Canelo's most cerebral performances. First few rounds, Plant's jab and movement kept him ahead.
Canelo's so relaxed in there as well. Double left hook to the body by Plant. Caleb Plant. Big left hook there by Plant.
Canelo didn't panic. He stored the data, noted Plant's escape patterns.
Severi Reynoso, as Canelo looking to unload and tag Plant to the body with the left hook.
Every round, Canelo touched Plant downstairs, not just to hurt, but to slow his footwork and force him into closer exchanges.
And there's a left hook to the body by Canelo, and the fans start erupting. This is a position that Plant does not want to be in, and Plant.
By round 11, Plant's feet couldn't save him.
Without a doubt. Oh, big left hook. Plant might have gotten hurt. Right uppercut, down goes Plant for the first time in the fight.
Plant looked exhausted, probably from the body shots. Canelo cut him off, trapped him against the ropes, and layered combinations that broke his guard.
Canelo looking for the finish. Canelo looking to finish off Caleb Plant, and down goes Plant, and this one is over.
Do you now feel as you will go down as one of the greatest champions in the history of boxing?
It keeps me happy, very motivated to be one of the 6 undisputed champions of the world. My respect for Caleb Plant. He's a very difficult fighter. He has a lot of ability. I do respect the fighter.
But the real beauty was in the setup. A 30-minute dismantling that led inevitably to that final blow. These fights, Jacobs, Saunders, Plant, may never get the same attention as the GGG wars or the highlight reel knockouts. But if you want to understand Canelo Alvarez, the craftsman, the chess player, the ring general, this is where you look They show a fighter who can adapt to any style, break down any guard, and dictate a fight without chasing a knockout. It's these nights that cement him as one of the great technicians of his era. The next challenge, it's not just another title defense. It's one of the boldest matchups in modern boxing history.
There are the body punches. 28, and there is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ.
You know, and it's the biggest fight in boxing right now. A lot of people might say, oh, well, real. Terence Crawford, Canelo is the biggest fight in boxing right now today.
Terence "Bud" Crawford, a two-division undisputed champion, pound-for-pound elite, moving up 2 weight classes to challenge the reigning king at super middleweight.
Size, bro, remember, like, Crawford then is a big boy as well. I think Crawford, in my opinion, but size might matter. But then again, I think since when I fought Canelo's become a better boxer. He started boxing more better. You know what I mean? Technical more. Especially against the last fight against, and boxing really well as well. And he's looking really good. He's still, a lot of people might say, oh, he's getting old, this, that, another. But no, Canelo's still a beast.
For Crawford, it's an all-or-nothing leap into unknown territory. For Canelo, it's a chance to test his craft against a fighter whose own skill set rivals his: timing, precision, adaptability. It's not a clash of raw power, it's a meeting of 2 ring generals, each with a decade of dominance behind them. A fight where inches, feints, and split-second reads could decide everything. If Canelo's most underrated masterclasses have been about breaking down specialists, then Crawford may be the ultimate puzzle. A master of disguise in the ring, now stepping into the domain of giants. If you enjoyed revisiting these forgotten gems, drop a like. It helps bring more of boxing's hidden artistry back into the light. Until next time, this is OMR Boxing signing off.